I'm back on page 31 now to look at the instructions for fabric D3. Notice that we're going to use a couple of different template layout sheets, number 3 and number 4, which are both associated with unit D2. Fabric D3, by the way, is one of the light colored fabrics, and you can put your fabric swatch here. All right, so let's look at the top of page 32 for the instructions. So again, fabric D3 is template layout sheets 3 and 4. We are going to have 3 4 1/4 inch fabrics and 3 4 3/4 inch fabrics cut from fabric D3. So pay attention to those. The width of the strip matters. So for the narrower strip, the 4 1/4 inch, we're going to stack those 3 pieces together, right sides up, and we want to use template layout sheet 3 on that. And we need a total of 8 pieces. Well, if we cut 3 fabrics here, that gives us 3. This gives us 6. When we cut here, that makes 9. So again, you can cut all 9 of these, or you can take one of the pieces of fabric off before cutting this final one, and have a little extra fabric left over. So you're either going to have extra shapes cut or you're going to have a little extra fabric, one or the other. Any way you look at it, you're going to stack 8 of your pieces beneath the template layout sheet. And then you continue cutting and cut across all of your cut lines in order, remember, so that we have all of the sets. And then we clip each section again, and this goes in bag D2. Now, we still have 3 strips. Those are the bigger ones, the 4 3/4 inch strips. And so we're going to take those, and again, right side up, and this time we're going to use template layout sheet number 4. And again, 8 total pieces is all we need. So before you make your final cut, there's 1 cut, 2 cuts before you make this final cut. If you want to, you can pull off one of the pieces so that you have 8 pieces cut instead of 9, because that's all you need to proceed to stacking them all under the template layout sheet, cutting all of the individual cuts in order, and then finally placing them in bag D2. Now we have fabric D3. There are 2 sets of 3 strips with this. We are doing the narrower set first, the ones that are 4 1/4, and we're using that per the instructions with template layout sheet 3. I've already put glue on the back of this. I need 8 total strips. Each time that I place this and I do a cut, I'm going to get 3. So I need to do that 2 times, and then I can pull a strip off and do it one last time with just 2 fabrics. So let me show you. This is a full stack here. I'm going to do another full stack. After I do 2 stacks, I have got 6 pieces. I need 8 total, and if I cut all of these, I'll need 9. So I'm going to pull one off and just use this as extra fabric in case I need it. And so doing 2 more pieces is going to give me 8. And then finally, I'll stack all of these together. And now I need to cut on the cut lines. I'm going to follow the instructions, 1, then 2, 3, 4, all the way to 7. I'll show you the first couple. Once I have all the cuts made, I want to put my paper clips on the sew side, and at the same time I'm noticing that every one of these just has template D2-2. There is no difference between any of the pieces that I just cut, so I don't have to think about putting these in a particular order in order to speed up my process later. I'm just going to put paper clips on the sew side and then clip all these with a binder clip. So again, my final step, I'm going to clip all these away from the paper clips because it won't fit on the paper clips. It barely fits here. And put a binder clip on those, and those are going to go in the D2 bag, which is bag D2. The process for these wire strips and TLS number 4 is identical to what we just used with the narrower strips and TLS number 3. So I'm not going to go through the whole cutting process again. You still need 8 of these. You've got 3 each time you cut, so you're going to do 2 full stacks and 1 stack with 2 to get your 8. Put them all into the template layout sheet, cut on every line, and then paper clip those stacks together and put a binder clip on them and stick them in bag D2. Just like the last ones, these are all labeled the same, D2-3, so don't worry about having to put them in any particular order at this point.